question. Actually, a request.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Now, NDK is optimized for such scenarios. You have one application and one or many libraries for this one application, but not vice versa. When you have one library and many Android applications using this library, can we expect some improvements in this area?
It's possible. I would say the complicating factor there is the fact that everything is sandboxed and that your native code is part of your application, lives within the same
Not
sandbox.
sharing the library as a shared library. Actually, I'm speaking about the development process. When I have one source image, so library, and I want to build it once for every 5 or 10 applications. It's not funny, but you can distribute your application under different names, different package names, and NDK doesn't provide a good way to fix this problem, to distribute this source file with this application. You need either to generate NDK projects for every application or do some work around.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Not so shared library.
Yeah. I think I understand. The NDK is relative. I mean, the whole platform is quite new. The NDK in particular is very new. So our approach to prioritization to get best features out to everyone has meant that the NDK has the approach we've taken is to develop things as they are required to be able to do stuff. So the first step was to create the basic libc libm so that people who needed the C code for cryptography, for games, physics engines, things where they needed the raw speed, that was priority one. Second priority was adding the OpenGL access within the NDK. And that's, as that stands, that's sort of taken the big two things that we wanted to get accomplished. Beyond that, hopefully we'll be able to continue to improve and do the sorts of things like you're suggesting, but I don't have anything on the roadmap that I can sort of pre-announce.
I have a few questions. The first question is, can I execute a native application without Java layer or something like this? Just write something in C++ code, upload this to my Android phone and execute this.
Can you stick your hand up so I can answer in your direction? Thank you. Yeah, no, please.
Да, вы можете создать ваше приложение и запустить его на Android-телефоне. Единственное, что основная для вас проблема будет это root процесс, который есть на эмуляторе, который нет на основном девайсе, и вы сможете работать только с Linux консолью. То есть в качестве теста эксперимента обычно это первое, что делали люди, которые пытались работать с native до тех пор, пока не было NDK.
So, am I right, I can write a native library, a native code as a background diamond and use a Java application as a front end?
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure the answer that was given to the first part of the question, so I'll perhaps cover some ground. So there's a lot of things that you can do, but it's a question of what you want to do with it once it's created. And so as a philosophy, the answer is no. You can use the NDK to create application components, but the actual application itself is still going to live within or run within Dalvik and have to be built using the SDK. Now, are there ways around this? There are. There are things that you can do so that you have an entirely native app, but chances are you won't be able to distribute it effectively. You won't be able to put it in the market. You won't be able to support all of the different devices and handsets, so you're going to be creating a bigger problem for yourself than you may be trying to solve. So, and to sort of answer the implied question, no, it's not something which we're likely to support. We see Dalvik and the SDK as how you write applications, and the NDK is a way to be able to get access to create fast C libraries where you really need to have that speed.
The second question is it possible to get root access while I'm executing a native code?
I think no.
Last question.
Реально no. Нет.
Так просто.
So, and the last question is, I would like to know about OpenGL specification on Android. For example, OpenGL ES, it doesn't. I don't know what does it mean OpenGL ES. Is something full documentation or full list of all supported OpenGL extensions and so on?
Let me think. I don't think that we have anything convenient which covers sort of everything. It's OpenGLS ES 1.1, which should help searching for stuff, but we do acknowledge that there is a gap in some of our documentation, and the OpenGL is one of those areas. If there isn't anything there now, one of our big priorities for the end of this year and the start of next year is to build more examples and better documentation for some of those areas which don't perhaps have enough. So, coming soon.
So from my point of view, the most problem of Linux projects is lack of documentation. So thank you for that.
No problem.
And there's one question. Is access to the OpenGL API from native SDK?
It is
Native also?
you can do both. So you can do OpenGL in using the SDK or the NDK as a 1.6.
So there are already some building classes in the SDK.
Yes. Okay, I think we're well over time, so thank you all, and